Merry Christmas, right?
I guess that was, well, do you describe the emotion of what that was like out there?
Yeah, I think crappy start, right? Obviously, and ups and downs throughout the game. I think we need to do a better job. Thought we, got in, scoring range and can do a better job of finishing drives. That's really what I saw, from the whatever elevation view we're at right now. So, but at the end of the game, great mental toughness from the whole football team. Chad, bouncing back. The offense, DP making a huge play right there, and then great situational football at the end. And Beemore, great night for Beemore.
What changed in the third quarter offensively for you guys to get some
I,
scores?
I don't think anything changed, matters. Look, at the end of the day, I've said it all year, right? Like, there's no magic plays, there's no magic anything. Like, it comes down to 11 guys executing each play, and you have to do that. And I try to stress that to these young guys, right? Like, when it matters the most, you got to be at your best. And there's some times where we can do better. Especially we had a couple penalties down in the red zone from I think we had 2 holding penalties down there, or right outside. What I'm saying. So I think we can do a better job with that. And you have to be good football teams because when you're getting down there to score, you might get knocked out of field goal range or it throws off the whole drive.
David, every day you guys play a game, you're the first one to come in here, and a lot of times it hasn't been the most, I guess call it happy place.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
So,
It feels great. Look, you put all this work in each week. It's been a long year. It's a long year when you get down to week 16 or whatever week we're at. When you're winning, it's just long. It's long football. It's a lot of football, and like I said, I don't think anybody on this team's quitting. We're going to keep fighting. I'm going to keep fighting, keep pushing guys. That's my job. That's my responsibility, and I think we did a good job of that tonight, showing a lot of mental toughness coming out on the road. Against a good football team, and obviously a lot of situational football, and there's a lot of things we'll clean up, and we'll do that next week, and got to go on the road again.
Rylan, real quick, sorry.
What do you make of Bailey Zappi's resiliency, not only tonight, but also just over the
Yeah,
course
thought he's done a great job, and life's about opportunities, and you never know when those opportunities are going to come, and you got to take advantage of them, and he's obviously doing a good job for us. I don't think did we turn the ball over tonight or not? I'm not sure.
first play?
Oh, the first play. That's a tough way to start it, huh? Yeah. So long ago, I forgot about it. But, look, other than that, I thought he played really great. Shows a lot of poise, a lot of moxie, so appreciate it.
David, at 3-11, a lot of people, I think, would figure that you guys might, let go of
Yeah.
Christmas Eve, holiday away from family. Like, what makes you guys, continue playing and, with Coach Belichick, how much is that about you?
Well, yeah, one, he hasn't. So, and then I think, kind of trickle-down effect, he hasn't, and then as leaders, I don't think we have, and I don't think, personally as a leader, you can never lay down and quit. I can't do that, and I won't do that as long as I'm playing here for this organization. And, you don't know how many opportunities you're going to get. I've said that a lot, and you want to take advantage of them. And if you waste your opportunities and you take for granted this game and what this game does for you, it's going to be gone, and you're going to have a lot of regret. And, I personally try to give it all, and so one day, whenever this game is over for me, I can look in the mirror and said, I gave it all I had out there. So, I think that's my mindset, and I think, I'll try to pass that along to a lot of guys. And obviously it hasn't looked great at a lot of points this year, but I'm just proud of the way the guys keep fighting, the coaching staff, everybody.
What was the emotion of the 7th play, 43-yard, 58-second drive at the end there, and then to see that guy, make that
Yeah. I think that was the 3rd down conversion to DP, right, that really kind of, got the drive going there. And, great ball, great catch, obviously, and then I don't really know what else. I know he hit the little slant. I guess we hit Zeke one more time. I didn't watch the kick. I couldn't watch it, so. But, I knew if we could get, especially here, the altitude, I think the ball, it flies further, right? So they say. So I knew if we could get down there close to the 40, 35-yard line, that would be a big chance for us to go out there and kick the field goal.
Now you get to look up.
Last question, guys.
See Santa and tell him before you saw Santa going home.
Hey, I'll be. I was talking to my wife, and Yeah, we're trying to figure it out because he's pretty excited, so I'm going to try to keep him upstairs till I get home because I don't think I'll get home. So, I thought about bringing a Santa suit and walking in the house with a Santa suit, but I'm not that big of a planner or a dress-up guy, so here we are. But huh? It's a good tailwind?
Yes.
All right. Well, you might weigh the play down, so I don't know. All right, guys.
Thanks, Dave.
That was Scott Zolak, by the way, for those of you watching at home. Then you refer to as weighing the play down. Here comes Chad Ryland, basically. Podium here. What was going through your mind on that game-winning kick?
Yeah, I think honestly it was just go out there and attack it the same way I do all my kicks. I have my process, I have my routine, and I have a lot of faith in the guys around me. And all the emotion that I experienced there with that last kick, I don't think any of it even remotely compares to what I'll feel tomorrow on Christmas Day with the birth of Jesus Christ. I'd be remiss if I didn't say that, because oftentimes you find the greatest treasure in the darkest caves. And I've obviously been struggling a little bit this year. And I was really, really fortunate to be surrounded by a team that believes in me, and that helps me to continue to move forward with my process and then go ahead and knock the last one down with a good snap protection and then hold by Bryce.
Chad, it seemed like you knew it based on your reaction. Is that accurate? And what was the reaction to you?
Yeah, no, I was going out there, I was trying to see contact, and I knew if we had a good op and I just matched my foot how I know I can, the ball's going to stay true. And honestly, I didn't waver in confidence at all because I knew the guys that I had around me still believed in me and have believed in me all year. And that means more to an athlete and even more so a kicker than I think I could even put into words, is having that support system of the guys. You get guys like Matt Slater coming up to you and telling you, hey, man, we're going to need you in the fourth quarter here. Like, that's what it's turning out to be. And Matt the Prophet, it came true. So I'm super thankful and blessed to have a team around me that supports me through anything.
Chad, given your run over the last couple of weeks, how great was this for you to be able to have this outcome on an actual?
Yeah, I think it's fun to win. At the end of the day, winning's a lot of fun. So I'm glad we could contribute to that as a special teams unit tonight. On the kickoff, Cody scooping and scoring that one, that was a big play. I know how the game ended with the field goal, but at the end of the day, there were a lot of plays that went into tonight that I think showed a good amount of the heart that we have as a team and the belief that we have in each other, because we're putting in the work day in and day out, and we're just keep trending in that direction.
Chad, are you somebody who visualizes, or did you visualize game-winning kick?
1,000%. I'd be lying to you if I said I wasn't sitting in my hotel room last night thinking about it. I try and think about it every week because I feel there's some value in that. When you see yourself doing something before it gets there, once you get in the moment, you feel like you've been there before.
Something you dream of as a kid?
I mean, I'm blessed to be here as is. From Little Lebanon, Pennsylvania to Eastern Michigan to a year at Maryland, and then playing for the Patriots as a rookie place kicker. I couldn't ask for more of a blessing.
What's it been like the year for you, emotionally? You've had some misses, and like you said earlier, but the emotion of, it's a business, as you know, it's the NFL, but, how have you been able to stay even keeled throughout the whole thing?
I think for me, it really comes down to my faith and who I know I am as a person, that at the end of the day, football doesn't define me. It's, like I mentioned, tomorrow Christmas is going to be probably one of the best days of the year. And it's just knowing that where the end of this road is for me, and I want to keep progressing because I know this is just one step in the journey, as is every kick. And the mental emotion that you get from each kick, good, bad, ugly, and different, it's a learning process, and I know there's going to be learning curves early on, and it's just important for me to keep pressing through that.
You mentioned Matt saying something you don't saw him before, the opportunity that you would get your chance. Early in the game when you missed your first field goal try, your second field goal try, your first miss, Bryce said something to you immediately. I'm curious the relationship you and he have going through the growing pains of being rookies and specialists in the NFL, how he's helped you through trials and tribulations of this.
Yeah, I think Bryce especially, we're seen together a lot around the facility. We both have similar work ethics, same belief systems in terms of where we want to go with our careers, and both believe at an extremely high level that we have the ability mentally and physically to play in this league for a long time. So it's always nice to be surrounded by a guy like that where you can bounce stuff off each other. And Joe Cardona as well, sort of being our long snapper leader for taking us in and really helping us along the way.
Chad, on the just take us through what you felt on the 2 misses, like what happened, and then on the last one that you hit, did it go through the uprights, or did you just sort of know that?
I mean, I saw it all. I saw it in the air, and I knew when I hit it. It had a really good chance to go in. But the misses, yeah, I'm just working through some process things fundamentally that I know will make me a better kicker, and it was fun to see that show up there on that last kick, because when it all clicks together like that, it's a good ball flight.
61 above your range, did you think, based on warm-ups?
I don't know. It's whatever you want. Whatever you want. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, guys.
Elliott for the Patriots got things started in the third quarter with a 15-yard touchdown catch. Zeke, what was that like for you guys? What was said at halftime? And you guys put together certainly a nice third quarter.
It felt great. It felt great. Just thinking back on this game and just how everyone at some point in the game had a big moment, a big time moment where they had to make a play that helped us win this game. And I mean, you look back at it and think about this game. It's such a team sport, and for everyone to go out there and step up to the plate when they needed to and do what they need do their job, and feels good.
Zeke, in the passing game, how much has Bailey helped you to go back to the first drive in Pittsburgh, get the ball up front to where it's a good throw to allow you to make guys miss? And obviously, you leaped over the guy today, but how much has he helped you getting the ball up quick?
Well, Bailey's done a good job of just, when there's nothing there, getting the ball to the check down, and I mean, that's why we've had so much success with him in there, and I mean, proud of Bailey, just how much ownership he's taken in this offense, how much leadership he has for this offense, and happy for the kid.
A couple catches sort of where Hunter's caught the ball, kind of to the right side, 10 yards over the ball, little return routes. Were those new routes tonight sort of to replace the production that Hunter's giving you?
I wouldn't say they're new routes, but maybe it might be something that we had in the game plan because of missing him today. But I think we had a good plan going into the game.
You mentioned Bailey's ownership and leadership. Like, in what ways has he displayed that?
Just one by just commanding the attention of the huddle. It means so much to everyone on the field when your quarterback commands your attention in that huddle. When he has confidence in there, you know that you're gonna be in a good spot.
The hurdling technique, is that something that you like? When do you pull that out of your bag?
I think it's something you look at early in the week when you're watching film. You're watching the defense. You're watching how they attack you in an open field. What type of tacklers they are, and a lot of DBs, when they see bigger guys in the open field, they're going to try to go low, and I just I had a feeling they was going to go low, and I knew if I got over this guy, I'd have a good chance to score.
You just gave a hug to Chad. You know how hard it can be in the NFL. How good you feel for him after he misses one, hits it upright on that extra point.
Oh yeah, man, I got a lot of respect for Chad. I joked with him. After he made that long one, I said, hey, if you didn't make that, I'm going to have to break my foot off and you're behind. All jokes, but, it's tough. It's tough. All our jobs are tough, but I would say, kicking and punting is definitely, one of the toughest jobs. You're sitting on the sideline for most of the game, and when you go on the field, every play is so important. And so, just for him to have a short memory and be able to lock in and kick that game winner means a lot to this team.
Things haven't gone your way as a team, obviously, but again tonight, no Slater, no Peppers, no Henry, yet you guys show the resiliency. What is it about that group? Even though you've struggled with the record, you guys keep battling in that locker room.
Yeah, we've had a tough year. Everyone knows that. But one thing about us that every week we go to work. We work hard, and it's tough when you don't reap those benefits at the end of the week after putting in that work. But weeks like this, when it's a tough win, makes this one even more sweeter.
Christmas feels good.
Christmas feels great. Good. All right.
That is Thanks, Steve Kelly. We're gonna take a break. We'll come right back here on Patriots fifth quarter. Pass wins this one 26-23. Stay with us much more.
Oh man, I'm on cloud nine, if that's even a thing. I'm gonna enjoy, these next few days, Christmas, everything, and then get right back at it.
Take us from the first play in the motion to the last play, basically, and the kick that Chad came up for you guys with 56 yards.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a opposite day for us. We've been starting fast the last few weeks. We started very slow. First play of the game, a fumble, and then from there, it kind of just you can just see like the momentum for us, kind of just like, all right, we can move the ball on these guys, and that was kind of the whole mentality for us. And then going into that last drive, I think it was 1 minute and 15, whatever it was. Just get close enough to where we have a shot and we can send Chad out there and just kind of just however close we need to get to try to get him there. And he made a hell of a kick. I mean that was unbelievable.
You guys feel like you could push the ball today? Like, the throw to Rager, the double, into cover two.
Yeah.
Stuck that one in there, Farrell Brown up the seam. What Billy do with this game to get you going, in that second quarter?
I mean, just, like he usually does. He starts, lets me get in the rhythm, and then we kind of go from there. Of course, the last few games, I mean, situational, I mean, it's, it kind of, predicts or hinders as much as you can do pushing down the field. But like today, we had great matchups on the outside with our guys, and, it kind of shows today, you put it up there, let them, give them a chance. I like my guy better than anybody else.
Billy, Kurt Warner mentioned on the broadcast that you had texted him asking if he ever had moments where he wondered whether he belonged in the NFL. What do you remember about that conversation?
Yeah, I mean, that was right after I got cut. So it was kind of, at that point in time, that was, the worst, thing that, I've ever, happened to me in my football career. So, and I know, me and him have, built a relationship, at the combine and everything, to where I texted him because I know he's been through a lot. It wasn't a very easy, career for him coming into the league. He had to do a lot of things, and he had to overcome a lot of, adversity. So, I just reached out to him, just kind of picked his brain about it, and, it was, I'm glad I have somebody like that, outside, of course, my coaches that I go to, that I can, pick their brain.
Given how things have played out now, how do you reflect on those feelings?
Yeah, I mean, it's part of it. You learn, I understand, back then the decision that was made, I respect it and everything. But, if I had a time machine, of course, I would go back and change everything. But, you don't. So now we're here. I'm going to be where my feet are and, enjoy this win and enjoy, the game-winning kick Chad made.
Billy, I asked you earlier in the week if Billy Owen gone teapot on you. Looks like you kind of did there once during that first half. But to go from that, and then what did it mean for you to make the pass to Zeke and Sicky, but also the one to Parker there when you really needed it in those situations? What does that mean to do for your confidence?
Yeah, I mean, that's just, to see guys like that go up and make that play like Devontae did. That just builds more confidence, not only for me, but also in my connection with him. And, I fully believe no matter what, whoever's out there covering any of my guys that are out there, press coverage, anything, if I put the ball up there, I know it's either going to be incomplete or we're going to come down with it. OB's, he's a great coach, and he coaches hard, and I love it. So it's fun.
Bailey, when you see how well the defense is playing right now, how the team is starting to come together here a little bit towards the end of the season, obviously playoffs aren't going to happen, but do you ever sit and wonder, what if I got in the lineup a little bit earlier, what if a couple of offenses went a little bit different, the season could be a little different for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to get into the whole hypothetical thing of, what would have happened if this happened or that happened. I'm going to control what I can control, and that's, how I approach every day and how, I take care of the ball and how I get the ball to the playmakers and how I prepare throughout the week. And, like I said, we have 2 days where we're going to celebrate this win. We got to get right back at it on Wednesday because, we're facing a really good Bills team that's rolling right now.
Hey, Bailey, speaking of the defense, after the first play, did the defense come hold Denver on the end zone?
Mm-hmm.
When they got to the sideline, did you say anything, or did you feel like you got a real pick-me-up at that point because of the defensive standpoint?
Yeah, 100%. There was a lot of thank yous that I was telling everybody. I was like, thank you, I appreciate it. And, kind of nullifies everything that happened. They didn't get any points, so, that's kind of, you don't want to turn the ball over, but, if they don't get any points, that's a win, of course. So, for us as offense, to have a defense like we do. I mean, it's phenomenal. I mean, to be able to, the team situational things that we were able to do today, and the defense stepped up, and it's just awesome to see those guys play. I mean, they're one of the best, if not the best defense in the entire league.
What was the mood of the team like this week? I mean, it's Christmas week, playoffs aren't in reach anymore. You guys have a lot of injuries now. Every reason to kind of pack it in. What was the mood of the team like this week?
Yeah, I mean, we preach, every day that we're playing for each other. Like you said, we all know that, playoffs aren't, in the future. Right now we're playing for one another. And, going into this week, we understood that, hey, we have Christmas coming around. Wouldn't it be nice to enjoy Christmas with a win? So that was kind of our motivation. And to be able to go out there and execute it was, it's awesome.
How would you describe your personal growth or development over these past 4 starts?
Yeah, I mean, there's been some stuff on and off the field that, definitely I look back on that, has improved. Just speaking from the football aspect of, just seeing the defenses, understanding, pushing the ball down the field, not pushing the ball down the field, being smart with the ball security, things that, in the preseason and, last year that I was kind of lackadaisical with. And those are things that, I've tried to improve on every day and try to get better at. And then off the field, just the preparation part on watching film, understanding the game plan, understanding what we want to attack and how OB is going to call the game and trying to be on the same page with him. And I think the more and more that, these weeks go by, is, the more that me and him are going to get closer and closer.
Thank you, Bailey.
Appreciate y'all.
Marmore and Belichick.
Marmore and Bill Belichick, the press conference room, and by the way, Scott Zolak, it is officially Christmas. Merry Christmas, so Merry Christmas, everyone back home. We'll take a break and right back. Stay with us. Patriots get a big win, 26-23. Much more to come. They're Patriots.
How you doing?
Good. When was the last time you had 3 sacks in the game? In a quarter.
That's my first time ever. That's my first time ever. No lie, blessing from God.
What made you feel so good tonight and what you were able to do?
Well, I feel like my coaches, he told me, hey, turn up. I'm saying, yes, sir, I got you. And the first half, I feel like a little sludgy, but I said second half I had to turn it up. That was my goal.
You get a lot of one-on-ones tonight?
Yeah. You had a lot of one-on-ones, yeah. Almost caught. Yeah, a lot of ones, yeah.
How healthy are you? It feels like as healthy as you've been at this point.
Yeah, bro, yeah. Take care of my body every day, yeah. Yep, yes, yep.
You got 8 sacks now. Interior guys usually don't get numbers like that. We don't see your name anywhere near the Pro Bowl. Does that hurt you at all, given the year that you're having?
I mean, that's all. No, I really don't. I mean, I just come here and help my team, be the best player I can be for my team, to help them win, and make my defense proud, make my coaches proud, and just come here. They always tell me, "Hey, dominate." I said, "Yes, sir."
Your agent tweeted about the potential of the Brinks truck. Is that future payday on your mind at all?
Oh, no, I'm not thinking about that. I'm just focused on football.
What was it like for you guys? You got the hole early, but your defense came up early with some big stops and then continued that. How important was it for you guys after Bailey had the unfortunate turnover on the first play? What was your mindset coming into that?
They're a real great team. They have a goal line, good quarterback, good receivers, and I feel like we just had the mission was not let them keep coming down, score. They're a real good team, and our team, we just had to fix everything up, and we all just had to, all our coaches tell me, hey, let's go. Everybody got to get ready. Let's do it. So,
In addition to health, the production you had now late in the season, how much of that goes back to your off-season conditioning and your approach preparing for the season?
Well, just my goal was that, I had a little injury last year. I think that slowed me down. So I told myself that I don't want to go through that again. So I got to work 10 times harder. So, I took, the all season real seriously, train every day. Talked to my coach, DC. He always contact me and say, hey, you doing your thing? Yes, sir. Just focus on, being the best player I can be for my team.
What kind of happened in the fourth quarter there where the Broncos were able to wake up a little bit?
They're a great team. You got a good quarterback. Can never, this NFL, man, you can never, put your foot off the gas because you never know. So we just had to finish strong. That's how we did it.
How much does it help the guys around you, Godchild, God, and then also, Uche and Mac Wilson's been playing real well. How much does it help you with their ability to also attack the quarterback and do what they do?
mean, really, they're all good players, man. Real great players. You know, my guy got y'all, LG, Mac, Uche. We got good edge rushers, and really, you know, our coach always tell us like to push the pocket up because he's a real good scrambler, so he won't step up and escape. You know, so our guys can come get on our side. You know, so really just our goal was contain the quarterback. That's our number one goal, and we just, you know, I feel like we did good at that.
How excited are you first Christmas for your little one?
I'm really excited. You know, I can't wait. Can't wait to see her, talk to her. You know, just try. You know, she young, so try and give her a gift, a big gift.
Do you ever run out of energy? It seems like you go out and play again right now, but you're still hyped up. How long does it take you to come down from a game?
Probably like 6 a.m. I'm always hyped. I'm always hyped. You know what I'm saying? I love football, man. I love football. I love this team, love my coaches, and just in good shape.
How good is it to see the offense kind of play their part tonight?
They do. They did that thing, man. Great O-line, good quarterback, great receivers, and I feel like we all was all together. So, we understand they tied the game up, but we ain't worried about that. Our goal was, give the offense the ball back, and they did their thing. Good. Appreciate it. Thank you, too.
Tomorrow morning, we're going to try to take a break. We're right back. Stay with us past 2026, 23, still to come. Bill Belichick. We can see.
Well, that was a wild game. Really proud of our guys, our players, coaches. Came out here and, had to leave some of our better players, Foxborough. Got off to a rough start. But these guys really battled back, hung in there. Defense played, great in the first quarter, great in the third quarter. You know, and then, you know, Russ brought him back and you know, hit a couple big passes today, which really helped us along the way. And, you know, made some key plays. Missed some, made the ones we had to make. And so, really happy for the hard work that, you know, all of our players and coaches put in, and you know, how resilient they were, you know, coming out here. You know, playing a team that's really been playing pretty well lately. And like I said, got off to a rough start, but, you know, we're able to kind of settle down and you know, play turnover free after the first play, and you know, put a lot of good defensive snaps out there. You know, had a couple of big plays in the kicking game, you know, both ways, but it was good to make them. So, you know, good to come out here and win.
What was it like to watch your defense respond to those situations early after the turnover, and also to see Bailey respond, especially in that third quarter with the big offensive production?
Yeah, everybody was really resilient. I mean, defensively, we've, you know, had a few of those, but you can't control that on defense. You can't control field position. You have to go in wherever they get the ball. It could be on their one or our one. So whatever it is, you can't control that. So it was a big stop for us, you know, fourth down, first drive, and then you know, third quarter was really, you know, we controlled the field position. We were able to take advantage of it offensively. So it's good complementary football. You know, got some yards in the return game. So it was a good swing for us.
Do you sense Bailey's happy? Just getting more comfortable with, you know, each start that he's getting now?
Yeah. The more snaps he gets, sure.
Bill, what were your thoughts on Chad Ryland?
Big cook. Yeah, big cook.
What does that say about him after, you know, some of the struggles he had, I guess,
No, it's like I said, I think our whole team showed a lot of mental toughness, you know, all week, all year, tonight.
along the offensive line, was it part of the plan to rotate there at left tackle, left guard, or was that something you did on the fly?
Yeah, that's right. So we practice it.
To practice that, like third series, put Trent and Antonio in?
Put him in. We felt like we needed to put him in.
Bill, we talk about complimentary football all the time. That sequence, you know, you get the touchdown and then see what Mapu did and Cody Davis to jump onto the end zone. How important is that for you to see, you know, get the offense quickly and then the special team after what the defense has done too?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's a great opportunity to play complementary football, score, kick off, pin them down there, get the ball back, get in good field position, and it can string it together. Turnover is big. But yeah, it was a good opportunity. We took advantage of it, and so that's, you know, something we haven't probably done enough of this year, but it's good to see it tonight.
How have you seen Malcolm grow over the course of his rookie season?
Yeah, all the rookies have grown. Yeah, every week, every game, every practice is all good for them. You know, they keep working hard, getting better, and they all got a long way to go, but, you know, just chipping away at it.
Bill, the production that Christian Barlow has had with the last handful of games, big unexpected sacks. He talked about his commitment to conditioning in the offseason. What you've seen, is that consistent with what you saw from him coming into the season when he prepared himself for the year?
Yeah, it was by far his best offseason, and he's continued to, you know, train really hard, which is, I think, kept him a little healthier. You know, he's played a lot of football, but he's been able to, you know, maintain that health and that conditioning. I think that off-season training and his lower body has really helped him, both conditioning and also just his explosive power. And the experience has helped him. You know, he did a good job. You know, tonight we had set up a couple things that you know, worked well. He was able to take advantage of. I thought overall our pass rush was you know, disciplined. This guy's really hard to sack. He's really hard to handle. But I thought you know, Uche and Anthony and Mac, Keon, you know, all did a real good job of. I mean, he got the one scramble up the middle early, but for the most part, did a pretty good job of trying to, you know, control him, which is hard to do, and then, you know, to sack him a few times is even harder. So Russell's tough. But there's no one guy that can get him. I mean, you got to collectively, match the coverage with the rush, and the rush has got to be coordinated with all 3 or 4 or 5 guys, however many you have rushing. Because if you leave seams in there, he'll find them.
With the way that Bailey's playing, especially he's limiting turnovers and things of that nature, does it make you consider if you should have maybe turned him earlier in the season?
Yeah, we're just looking ahead to Buffalo now.
Bill, the situation with the 7-play, 43-yard drive with 56 seconds, before the kick, the play to Zappi to Parker. How important was that third down play, but also to see Chad come out and just nail the 56-yard. You've had a lot of great kickers over the course of your coaching career. To see the kid come out and after missing one and missing an extra point, to be able to nail that in that situation.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, he's had plenty of good kicks, and like you said, he had the 2 tonight, but again, he's hung in there, and DP had several big plays for us. Made some big catches, and a couple fight for extra yardage. That he ran hard. A couple chances when he had to run with the ball. I mean, it weren't like necessarily long gains, but they piled up a few extra yards. So. Parker stepped up we had a lot of guys step up, but Parker, obviously Bailey, Chad. I mean, you need those plays at the right time. When you need to make them, you got to make them to win. And tonight we made them. And unfortunately, there've been some other weeks where we haven't been able to make them. So.
Bill, after Cody Davis's touchdown, you go kick the extra point, 23-7. At that point, is there any thought of going for 2? So if you didn't get it, you're up 15, but then if you do, 17 would make it three possessions there. Sort of a second guess, obviously, after they came
Yeah,
back.
of course it is. Yeah, of course it is.
But so is that just too much? At that point, do you even think about that, or is it a no-brainer, just so much time left?
We did what we thought was best. Leave it that way. I did what I thought was best.
What do you make of Bailey Zappi's resiliency, not just tonight, but over the course of the season?
Yeah, I mean, it's, him and a lot of other guys, just gotta, hang in there, learn from our mistakes, and, keep trying to improve and keep moving forward. Can't look back too much. I mean, you look back to learn, but you gotta, prepare, move on to the next challenge, and try to do better. So he's done a good job of that, so have a lot of other people.
Bill, it's now Christmas Day. Christmas a little sweeter with the way things turned out in that final kick.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Happy holidays, everyone. Thank you.